WadeShavingProducts.com. Quick video for you guys. I'm showing you guys how to do a comb over haircut with the side part. Pretty easy haircut. I'm gonna walk you guys through step by step. Check it out. Tell me what you think. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. If you guys want to learn how to do a beard, I haven't done my beard in this video. I usually like to leave it natural, but if you guys want to do the beard as well, I'm going to leave a link in the video in the description below, and you can go ahead and check that out. Talk to you guys soon. Check it out. Hope you like this video. Okay guys, the first thing we're going to do is comb out the hair. I love to comb out the hair first and style the hair first before I even start the haircut. A lot of people don't like doing stuff like that, but I do because I feel like you can get all the unwanted hair, basically get all the unwanted hair from the beginning instead of waiting to the end and, combing it out. That's just my belief, and that's just how I rock. So I'm basically styling my hair first, and right now I'm just starting with my Andis Master, closed all the way. That's basically a 0 right before the skin. I usually use the T outliner last. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring the the line all the way up to the temple area of the head. Same thing on this side. Basically the same thing. And you just want to work your way around the head, guys. Take your time, no rush. The line doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna blend that line out anyway. So you just want to be able to just skin it out and do the same thing on the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a mirror, and I'm going to look at the other mirror, basically holding the mirror, looking behind my head. And like I said, the line doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, my line is not that perfect. A lot of people concentrate on making that line perfect. Like I said, it doesn't have to. All right, okay guys, just concentrate on kind of cleaning that up. Don't go too crazy. Just make sure it's nice and clean. Make sure you take your time. Don't go crazy because you'll leave patches and stuff like that behind your hair. So you just want to make sure everything is nice and clean before you start. What I'm doing right now, just lighting up the beard a little bit, cleaning it up, getting ready. I just like to keep the natural look on my beard. I probably will shape up the mustache and stuff like that. But again, if you guys want to see how to shape up a beard, just go on my description box below and you'll see the video on that. It'll show you exactly how to line it up. In this particular case right here, I'm leaving it natural. All right, just lighten it up, nothing crazy. First thing you're gonna use is use the biggest clip possible to fade out the side. Basically, making some room to fade right here. So I'm making room. I'm using the biggest clip. It's not taking too much off, but I'm basically just making room for the fade. And I'm using the biggest clip possible and just going into the hair. All right, I'm going into the hair slowly. And that's why I like to comb over my hair in the beginning, guys, so I can just do this part right here. Any hanging over hair, I can just cut that. I can comb it over, make sure there's no hair hanging over, and just clean it up like that, all right? And the reason why I can't really tell you guys the number of the clips is because everybody's hair is different, all right, guys? Just work your way from the biggest clip to the smallest clip. And that's what I'm doing right now, all right? And as I'm working my way through it, I'm just opening up the machine and fading into the last clip, fading into the previous clip. So when you're fading hair, all you're doing is working your way from the biggest clip to the smallest clip. Some people will work their way from the smallest clip into the biggest clip, but I believe working your way from the biggest clip to the smallest clip will leave you won't make any mistakes, guys. So what I'm doing is I'm blending into that last clip that I just used. Okay, guys? Yeah, so fading hair is pretty much very easy, guys, if you just concentrate on that. Like I said, work your way from the biggest clip to the smallest clip. My last fade video, a lot of people got mad at me because I didn't tell them exactly what clips I was using. You see, everybody's hair is different. Every texture of hair is different. So it all depends how much hair you got on your head. I can't give you a general rule of which clip to use because you might, make a mistake and it might be too short for your grain of hair. You know what I mean? So you might have thinner hair and it might cut it too short for you. And you might, think I didn't know what I was doing. So basically test the clips, grab the biggest clip and work your way to the smallest. So if the biggest clip, I'm not saying the biggest clip there is, period, in your clip arsenal. I'm not saying the biggest clip there is, but the biggest clip that's actually cutting the hair. You know what I mean? Don't grab the biggest clip that's not going to do anything. Grab something that's decent and, and try to cut it. If it doesn't work, go lower. If it doesn't work, go lower like that. Okay, as you can see, I'm going down to the smallest clip now. This is the smallest clip possible. So for my particular hair, I only needed 3 clips, all right? And as you can see, I'm showing you guys the lever. What I'm doing is I'm opening it up as I'm going into my hair. And if you're opening your machine up, it's gonna make the clip bigger, right? And that clip is equivalent to the clip before. Okay, so as I'm working my way into the other clip, if that makes sense to you guys. All right, watch the video a few times and you'll understand what I'm saying. You're not gonna get it at first right away. Okay, guys, so just work your way into that other clip. All right, Same thing over here, guys. Just working my way all the way around the head. I can see a little dark line up there. I'm gonna get that last. I like to get that part last. I see a dark line right behind my head at the top. I like to get that part last. I'll grab a big clip and kind of go over that at the end. All right, guys. Working my way all the way around the head. Same thing. And you know, basically just taking my time. Like I said, for video purposes, the video's on speed. All right, a little faster. But you guys want to basically take your time. There's no rush. It's going to be a little bit awkward at first. This is what we got so far. You see that dark line at the top, guys? I'm going to take that out. All right, this is what we got so far. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blend out that skin line. So remember, I had a 0. All I'm going to do is slightly open the machine, and I'm going to hit that line. Hit that line nice and soft, guys. Don't go too crazy. Don't go too high. And as I go higher, I'm going to open the machine, okay? Same thing, close the machine a little bit, and you see what I'm doing? And when you get a little higher, open the machine. So all you're doing, guys, is blending into the previous clip. But this part, you got to be very careful, right, guys? These are going to be shorter strokes. As you can see, I'm opening the machine a little bit and blending out that line. Same thing on this side, you get a better view. Open it up a little bit, hit the line. And as I go higher, I'm going to open the machine up. Okay, every time I go higher, I'm going to go on the notches. As you can see, this machine, that's why I like the Andis Masters. This particular machine has notches on it. You can see it a little bit better. I kind of like them better than the wall machine. A lot of people use wall and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, but I like the Masters, especially for beginners. It's a heavier machine. A lot of people might not like it in the beginning, but once you get used to it, you'll like it a lot. All right, guys? Okay, guys, just keep going over your work. Just keep concentrating on taking out that line. Don't go too high, because if you go too high, you're going to create a line. All right, so just be very careful, short strokes, and just like kind of pluck that line out of there, you know. Nothing too crazy, don't go too crazy, and take your time. Just keep going over your work. I see that dark line up there for all you critics out there. I'm gonna get that out of the head. I'll take that out in a few. And that's about it, guys. Just keep concentrating and keep working. So now, as you can see me blending in the beard, same thing. You're gonna open your machine all the way, and as you get higher, you're gonna close the machine. So as you get higher, it goes into, that's how you blend it in. So you open it up, and as you get higher, close it. So you guys can see what I'm doing with the lever. Pretty simple, and that'll blend it. All right, now I'm gonna grab my T outliner, and I'm gonna basically line up the front of my head. I'm using the corner of the machine to go into the corner of the head. Same thing all the way going across. The corner of the machine going to the corner of the head. All right. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna use this corner and connect the corners. All right, guys. So I'm gonna connect the corners. That's gonna give you that sharp, corner. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna connect the two corners, and there you go. All right. There we go. And it's pretty simple. That's about it. I'm gonna use the front of the machine, the side of the machine to make my side part. All right. Same thing. Go straight across. Take your time. Don't rush this, or you will have a big line on your head. Me personally, I like the thin lines. I don't like too much of a thick line, so a nice thin line going across. As you guys can see, the line is pretty straight. Just take your time going over it, hitting it real slow. Basically picking up the machine and going into the line. Okay, guys? All right, same thing. Wanted to check out the side with my mirror. I get to see it a little bit better. You can make sure you know where you're at. And that little dark line that I was talking about earlier, guys, I'm getting that out right now. Taking it real light, not going too high. I just want to get the dark line out. Same thing over here. Just taking my time and flicking it out. Don't go too hard, don't go too high. You're gonna make it, like I said, you're gonna create a line. Just use the biggest clip possible, and like I said, take out the dark line. All right. Now I'm gonna grab some pomade, put it in my hair, style it a little bit more because I didn't get to put anything in my hair, and I'm basically just gonna comb it over. The haircut is basically done, and now I get to style it. Now I can really style it instead of just combing it over with the regular water. And I'm just using a regular stronghold pomade. You can use gel, you can use whatever you want. I like using gel a lot sometimes I use pomade, just depends how I'm feeling that day. And what right here is the Easy Blade shaving gel. We're gonna go over this line with the razor. You can grab the Easy Blade shaving gel at easybladeshavingproducts.com. It's a clear non-foam shaving gel. Right here you got the straight razor. It's a wood grain straight razor, pretty dope razor. Works pretty good. And just lining it up. All right, concentrate. Make sure you pull that skin. That easy blade is letting it slide, letting the blade slide. It's basically not gonna let the blade stutter. It gives it a nice slick, you know, slide to it. So it's pretty much shave oil base. So it's pretty cool. Let that blade glide, you know. All right, same thing in the forehead. Make sure you pull the skin. You always got to pull that skin, no matter how much shave gel you use. You want to make sure you pull that skin. Same thing. Put a little bit of shave gel on my part, and I'm gonna put a little bit of razor. You know, guys don't have to do this. This is a very tight spot to do because you can't really pull the skin, you know, that much. You know, the head is pretty tight unless you're pretty much cutting somebody else's hair, so it's pretty hard. It's what we got, guys. Hope you guys like this video.